Please be seated.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Karen Ng. I serve as the chairman of the board of the Illinois College of Optometry's Board of Trustees. Yesterday was an auspicious day in the life of ICO. We celebrated the inauguration of the college's 6th president, Dr. Mark Collop. At Dr. Collop's request, one element of the inauguration investiture was reserved for today. It is President Collop's wish to have the class of 2019 and all assembled here be present for the final aspect of the inaugural investiture, the transition of the presidential medallion. ICO's commencement ceremony is steeped with traditions, some reaching as far back as the Middle Ages. The robes, caps, and hoods that are worn signify various aspects of academic tradition. The ceremonial mace carried by the Chief Marshal signifies the authority of the college to grant the degree Doctor of Optometry. In line with these customs, the presidential medallion incorporates the college's Great Seal, the preceding institutional emblems, and the names of each president. The medallion is worn on official occasions with academic regalia and symbolizes the authority of the high office of college president. President Collop, would you please stand and come forward? It is my great honor on behalf of the Illinois College of Optometry's Board of Trustees to confer upon Dr. Mark Collop and place upon his shoulders the presidential medallion and invest him with the authority and responsibilities of the office of the President of the Illinois College of Optometry.
Thank you, and thank you very much for indulging that intrusion on your commencement ceremony. I'm truly grateful. Some of you are perhaps wondering, why was it Dr. Collop's wishes to do this here and now? I'm a very proud graduate of this program. I participated in this very ceremony exactly 27 years ago. I spent virtually my entire career in the Student Affairs Department in this institution, and one of my responsibilities was to work with the dedicated team that prepares and conducts this wonderful ceremony each year. I love this ceremony. I love everything about it and everything it represents and stands for. I love the participants, all of you. I love the graduates, the residents, the faculty, the administration, the Board of Trustees. I even love those bagpipers and the organist at the very beginning. Weren't they terrific? Yes. Commencement ceremonies happen every year, but only once for each of our celebrated graduates here today. College presidential inaugurations, now those are even more rare. The last one for us was 16 years ago. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to ceremonially transition my previous role into the new role in your presence and on such a wonderfully important and celebratory day. By extending our inauguration into this ceremony, I'll also be presenting each one of the graduates with our inaugural challenge coin. And I'll do that when they come up on stage and receive their diploma. Thank you again. You've truly made my day. And now, let's get to the business at hand. Welcome to commencement for the ICO class of 2019. You made it. Everyone is here to watch. Those that aren't are probably watching our live stream or perhaps even the replay. This is truly historic. This place and my ICO degree changed my life, and I predict that it will change yours. In fact, it already has. By the fact that you're each here today, you've demonstrated that you've achieved at an extraordinarily high level, attained only by the top 1.5% in this country educationally. Because you've each immersed yourself in this thing called ICO, You've likely come to think that it's normal, and therefore anyone can do this. They cannot. You've achieved something truly remarkable and special. Admittedly, in this country, completing a high school degree is a pretty standard issue these days. You all did that. Going to college, more common than not. Collecting an undergraduate degree, now you're talking something. Only 21% of the United States population have done that. You all did that. Getting accepted to graduate school, let alone a program as selective as ICO, now we're talking something truly remarkable. You all did that. Here we are, 4 years later. You made it. You did it. You've become a different person in the process. You've become highly knowledgeable, and you've become a healer. And you're now ready to go out and help people see better and diagnose and treat ocular diseases and take your place as part of your patient's healthcare team. High calling indeed. And that is rare. You've become gifted in the past 4 years. You've become gifted because of this faculty, the staff, your externship preceptors, guest lecturers, residents. They helped you. The only way that you are here today is because they got here first and they helped you. Don't ever forget that. In fact, reach out sometime and let them know that they influenced your career. We all owe a debt of gratitude to this place we call ICO. Most of you owe a debt that you borrowed to obtain your degree. I'm here to tell you, don't be too concerned about that. Easy for me to say, I've already repaid mine. You will too, and here's why. You've achieved something truly valuable, your ICO doctoral degree. Soon you'll become licensed to practice. Others are now going to pay you money, or their insurance companies will, for you to tell them what you know and to do what you've been trained to do so well. You are special. You're gifted. You've done everything that those people back there asked you to do, and you did it very well. Otherwise, you would not be here today, this I know. For this, you should be immensely proud. I know that your parents and your friends and your spouses are, and they absolutely should be. In a few minutes, when you come up on this stage, I want to see you walk with pride. I want to see you have your shoulders back. You earned it, and now you're going to be called doctor by everyone around you because you earned it. You did it. Now it's my pleasure to properly introduce our speaker, though you've already met her. Dr. Ng, would you please stand? Our speaker today is like you. She graduated high school, completed an undergraduate degree for her at the prestigious University of California, San Diego. She attended the New England College of Optometry. She worked hard, toiled through the rigors of optometry school. You all know that drill. She fell in love with a fellow student, and they were engaged in 1998. There was a wrinkle in that plan, though, because the then Dr. Scott Puyat was headed back to his home in New York to join his father's optometry practice, which he did. Our speaker returned to the Chicago suburbs and began practicing here. Classic long-distance relationship, right? Despite the distance, a year later they were married, and Scott would be headed to join his bride here in Chicago. Isn't love grand? They both practiced optometry. Karen's optometry degree opened different doors for her, just as it will for all of you. A door that perhaps she wasn't planning on. She saw an opportunity to apply her skills in her father's international engineering firm. A few years later, she took the reins of the business, and she hasn't looked back since. Now that's some serious trust and confidence. She grew the firm. All the while, Dr. Scott was building and growing optometry practices. I guess that makes them a power couple. They had a baby, And that young lady right up there, hello, Kiana, came into the world and changed their lives forever. We're fortunate to also have 4 generations of Dr. Ng's family joining us today to watch her speak, and I'm delighted to have that. Since that time, Dr. Ng has accomplished a lot. Successful businesses owner, yes, that was plural, and now turned community volunteer and philanthropist. Your program relates her many community involvements and a few of her many awards. A few years ago, she joined the ICO Board of Trustees, and she's been on a leadership track ever since. She now serves as board chair, and she pushes ICO's board to accomplish great things for all of us. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce our 2019 commencement speaker and my friend, Dr. Karen Ng. Karen, please inspire us.
Good morning again. President Collop, Board of Trustees, faculty, President's Administrative Cabinet, graduates, and distinguished guests. As I look out at to our graduates, I will tell you, you look tremendously better than I did on my graduation day from optometry school. Unfortunately, I woke up completely covered in hives. They were on my arms, my legs, my neck, my face. The good part is that my arms and legs were covered because we were robed. The bad part is it gets worse. After the ceremony, I went to meet my family that attended from throughout the country. My college roommates were there, and we had some local friends attend as well. I proceeded to give everyone a hug and accept their congratulations. And the last person came forward, which was my mom. She was totally crying. She was so choked up that she could only mouth the words, "I'm so proud of you." We hugged, and then I started crying uncontrollably. So I need you to keep in mind that back when I graduated, cell phones were cell phones, and we really didn't have them. So we couldn't take pictures with them, nor could we see what we looked like instantly. So once the film was developed, all of the photos, I am puffy-eyed, red-nosed, mascara running down my face, and had hives. So during that day, I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember the commencement speaker, but I want you to remember me. I'll give you 2 ways to do so. First of all, I have signed all of your diplomas as chairman of the Board of Trustees. Yes, lower left-hand corner. And second, I have the honor of having my photo in your class composite, along with Dr. Collop, Dr. Stephanie Messner, and me. So after all of these years, I've come to believe that all of the feelings culminating had come into fruition in a horrible physical form. Needless to say, I woke up this morning with no hives, nor do I anticipate on bawling. So I'm more than happy to take photos with anyone as a redo of graduation. I'm going to talk to you today about 3 things: the past, the present, and the future. So first, the past. For the class of 2019, I believe the faculty, administration, the Board of Trustees, and others have fulfilled our overall mission of the Illinois College of Optometry, which is to have developed highly qualified clinical optometrists through excellence in optometric education. With that being said, we are all now bonded by a shared value system. Throughout your years here at ICO, we have been cultivating this value system of excellence, inclusion, ethics and professionalism, service to the community, innovation, leadership, and scholarship. You have invested your time, significant financial resources, and made sacrifices to be at this moment in your life. You probably did well throughout your whole life, including attending a good college or university. And this was all in anticipation for the next step, which in your case was as a student at ICO. And I can attest, optometry school is not easy. Boards are not easy. Building your clinical skills, studying, doing volunteer work, potentially working, while trying to enjoy all Chicago has to offer is not easy. But you did it, and I'm here to tell you, honor that struggle. It has helped you to get to this point, and I would use it to help you to get to that next level. So honor the struggle. Next, the present. Today is your day. Today is the day that you are officially a doctor. And boy, does it sound so good in front of your name. It's the culmination of all the sacrifice, hard work, and sweat equity for this goal you set for yourself these past 4 years. This is a milestone in your life. You have new choices now, a new job, a new schedule, potentially a new location. Truly exciting. I would venture to guess that there are stirring emotions within each of you. Feelings of relief, joy, nervousness, happiness, and uncertainty. But what I would like you to focus in on is the joy. Always bring the joy. Be responsible for the energy that you bring into the room. And today especially, bring the joy in a big, big way. It's in the present that we will continue to make decisions on how to better our lives and our future. From my ideal dream of being the optometrist to the stars in Beverly Hills to now owning a global engineering firm, it's great how we do not need to be caught up existing day to day, but have an appreciation that we can do anything. And the optometric profession is changing, and changing quickly. For example, in our bylaws for the ICO Board of Trustees, it states that 50% of the trustees need to be optometrists. Being the overachieving board that we are at 69%, which is 11 out of 16. Of these optometrists, there are 3 that see patients in their private practice. Yet, beyond that, all 3 consult, teach, and lead in an optometric organization. The rest of us have found our careers as leaders in corporate, finance, real estate, entrepreneurship, education, public service, and even health insurance. ICO has prepared you for more than traditional patient care, and I look forward to whatever paths our graduates take and whatever opportunities lend their way into your lives. This is also the time to consider adopting a role model mindset, regardless if others are observing, and I would venture to say, yes, they are observing you. I believe that this will help mold your disposition. Think about it. When you are a role model, you are trying to make a difference, make an impact, help others, inspire. Quite frankly, when you're a role model, you're not a jerk. You're thoughtful, you're generous, respectful, and kind. And to me, these are characteristics that I would love for people to describe me. Speaking of role models, I want to tell you about somebody who had a huge impact in my decision to become an optometrist. It wasn't until I was developing the substance for this commencement speech did I realize there was one person who changed the trajectory of my life. His name's Dr. Claude Valenti, and he hired me when I was a college student at the University of California, San Diego. Simply, I wanted a job so I could earn some spending money. My part-time job was to assist in his vision therapy practice, predominantly for children and recovering stroke victims, and I loved it. One day, he asked me if I would consider going into optometry. He highlighted that he loved being an optometrist and that he thought it would be a great career for me. His joy and excitement brought such a good energy that I wanted to be an optometrist. From the moment I told him I was going to apply to optometry school, he treated me like a colleague. He called all of the deans of the schools that I applied to and told them and advocated that I would be a great asset to their college. Needless to say, I was accepted at all of them. Recently, I called Dr. Valente to thank him for guiding me in the direction of optometry and to solicit his advice for the graduates, considering he gave me such pivotal information in my college days. We spoke about his experience, and he said when he was in optometry school, he kept thinking about the future, and that was his motivation. Then lo and behold, he had a wife, a practice with actual patients, a kid, and a home. And the only thing that he could think about is the present. He wanted to be present to absorb the moment. And he wanted me to tell you that it's so good and such a great feeling to be mindful of the present. So here's where I would like to thank Dr. Mothersbaugh and Dr. Collip for asking me to deliver the commencement address. It hadn't even crossed my mind to reach out to Dr. Valente until this opportunity. I called him 27 years later to thank him and update him on what I had been doing since he hired me. I could hear in his voice that he was happy that I called, and he concluded the conversation with, "Karen, I'm proud of you." Again, another opportunity to burst out crying as my emotions took over. So please, 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 consider thinking about the people in your life that helped pivot your life to this point, and thank them sooner than later, and definitely sooner than 27 years. Lastly, the future. I believe I spent optometry school years thinking about the future and motivating myself to do well to set me up. But know this, speaking from experience, it gets easier. Regardless of what direction you take and what changes you make along the way, you've been primed and prepped. All of this preparation leads to opportunities, and the dreams we envision become a reality. You will know, here and here, that you incorporate the values that ICO so strongly stands for: excellence, inclusion, service to the community, creativity and innovation, ethics and professionalism, leadership and scholarship. You will open yourself up to new experiences and maybe even travel the world. You will disregard the barriers, whether it's gender bias, white privilege, or even age discrimination. For me, it came in the form of becoming the first female, younger, minority chairman of the board of trustees of ICO. And what an honor it is when I put that heavy, shiny gold medallion around the neck and shoulders over the president and said powerful words like, "I invest him with the authority and responsibilities of the president." So here is my wish for you, for all of you here today. While we would all like the eyes of our patients to be within normal limits, white and quiet, I hope you live your lives a little outside of normal that's colorful and loud. I hope you realize what is important and what is not. I hope you learn to care less about what other people think of you and more about what you think of yourself. I hope you realize how far you have come and you remember when you thought the things you wanted seemed so far away. And I hope you smile and smile big because you are truly proud of yourself and you are the person you have worked so hard to become. Thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart, and congratulations to all of you.
Well, that's really going to be a tough act to follow. I don't know that I have any further words of wisdom to offer to the class than what Dr. Eng already offered, but I do want to start out by telling you that my favorite 2 days of the academic year are the first day of new student orientation and commencement, because both are cause for celebration. It seems like just yesterday when we welcomed the class of 2019 to ICO all the way back in August of 2015. And now we're sending you out to embark upon your optometric careers. Your transformation from eager but very green optometry students to capable and confident eye care professionals in 4 short years has been amazing to behold, and I offer my heartfelt congratulations to each of you. During this time of celebration, I ask you to please remember all of those who have made this day possible for you. This, of course, includes your family and friends who have offered their unconditional love and support throughout the past 4 years. I personally want to thank each of them for all that they have provided to you. It's also appropriate to remember the many contributions that the ICO faculty has made toward your professional development. I am confident that their influence will stay with you throughout your careers, and I am grateful to count myself among them. We are all extremely proud of your many accomplishments. You have excelled in the classroom, in patient care, and on the national board examinations. In addition, you have distinguished yourselves by the service that you have offered to the Chicago community and throughout the world. I hope that each of you will continue this legacy into the future. I fully expect that members of the class of 2019 will continue to make a positive impact in our communities for many years to come. It's now my honor, on behalf of the faculty, to congratulate Mr. Reese Beaver on his achievement of class valedictorian. Reese, please come forward.
Will the class of 2019 please rise? Remove your caps. Raise your right hands and repeat after me. With full deliberation, I freely and solemnly pledge that I affirm that the health of my patient will be my first consideration. I will practice the art and science of optometry faithfully and conscientiously. And to the fullest scope of my competence. I will uphold and honorably promote by example and action the highest standards, ethics, and ideals of my chosen profession. And the honor of the degree Doctor of Optometry, which has been granted me. I will provide professional care for those who seek my services with concern, with compassion, and with due regard for their human rights and dignity. I will place the treatment of those who seek my care above personal gain and strive to see that none shall lack for proper care.
I will hold as privileged and inviolable all information entrusted to me in confidence by my patients. I will advise my patients fully and honestly of all which may serve to restore, maintain, or enhance their vision and general health. I will strive continuously to broaden my knowledge and skills. So that my patients may benefit from all new and efficacious means to enhance the care of human vision. I will share information cordially and unselfishly with my fellow optometrists and other professionals. For the benefit of patients and the advancement of human knowledge and welfare. I will do my utmost to serve my community, my country, and humankind as a citizen as well as an optometrist. I hereby commit myself to be steadfast in the performance of this, my solemn oath and obligation.
Hello, I'm Eric Motherspaugh. Loved ones in the room, congratulations are in order for you today as well. You've played a critical role in the success of these new doctors, and I'm sure that you're rightfully proud. Your support in helping them manage the stressors of our rigorous program, giving them space to put the time in that they needed to, and simply just being there for them when they needed a vent is something that I know they won't soon forget. Class of 2019, I invite you to express your appreciation to your loved ones with a round of applause. And now please be seated. There are 156 members in the graduating class. It's worth noting that over 30% of them are graduating today with high honors. On Wednesday afternoon, we recognized 92 campus leaders and high achievers for their accomplishments by distributing approximately $200,000 in awards and scholarships. The award recipients are displayed in your programs. Class, it has been truly an honor to witness your growth, your challenges, and your successes over these past 4 years. I have been struggling for weeks to properly articulate my feelings about you. I still don't quite know how to do it without hogging this microphone for way longer than I should. A mentor of mine once told me that the only true emotions are mixed emotions. To put it as simply as I can, this is a day of true emotion. Closing this chapter of your lives and beginning the next is exciting and sad and joyous and terrifying. And it's okay for all of those things to be happening at the same time. I'd now like to ask President Collop and Dean Mesner to join me on the stage. And with the first 2 rows of candidates for the degree Doctor of Optometry, please stand and approach as well. As we begin the doctoral hooding ceremony, I want to acknowledge that there may very well be an urge in this room to be jubilant upon hearing the names of your loved ones announced. Believe me, I get it. I humbly request the audience please hold your applause until all the names have been read and Dr. Kollop has conferred the degree. The class of 2019 went through this together, and as such, they should be celebrated together. Graduating summa cum laude, Reese Willard Beaver. He'll be hooded by his father, Dr. Paul Beaver, ICO's class of 1982. Madison Ray Goodfellow. Greta Gregg. Min Jones. He'll be hooded by his aunt, Dr. Tui Ho, ICO class of 1997. Stephen Michael McCarty. Vivian Wynn. Annika Paulson. She'll be hooded by her father, Dr. Eric Paulson, ICO class of 1982. Jessica O'Keefe Pierce. She'll be hooded by her father, Dr. Ronald Pierce, optometry graduate from 1980. Sarah L. Rogers. Andrea Strang. Ailish Way. Graduating magna cum laude, Calvin Daniel Boots. Nicole M. Harris. Carissa Jane Janzek. Andy Tanan Nguyen. Jensen Rayfool. Alexa LaBelle Rowe. Lauren Renee Sparshu. Kayla Marie Stemberger. Christopher C. Tong. Elisa Iren Shao. Graduating cum laude, Jana Ashtiani. Gina Berg. Haley Loretta Boswick. Alexandra Marie Brait. Simran Brar. Brittany Brown. Brianna Kelly Burns. Nicole Carbonaro. Julian Cerasuolo. Lillian Chu. Tristina Chung. Morgan Cornelius. Shaminder Dhaliwal. Amanda Damagola. Griffin Philip Durius, and he'll be hooded by his wife, Dr. Wing-Yin Durius, ICO class of 2017. Heidi Ann Fensky. Ashley Elizabeth Foster. Megan Elizabeth Hart. Colin Lee. Kendra Mann. Taylor Mullen. Nicholas Joseph Podpesker. Heather Marie Snyder. Abigail Strauss. Leanne M. Streletsky. Lianza Yung-Ling Tang. Bara Hassan Alden. Anse Babai. Madeline Rose Bartels. She'll be hooded by her mother, Madeline Bartels, in honor of her late father, Dr. David Bartels, ICO class of 1982. Samantha Beard. Zafan P. Bergado. Julie Kaur Bala. Amrit Bilku. Brianna Lee Branch. She'll be hooded by her mother, Dr. Lisa DiGiulio, optometry graduate from 1990. Christelle Buisse. Christina Bazika. Amy Cartwright. Lauren May Jakey. Emily Kathleen Champion. Jennifer Chan. Priscilla Chang. Shadia Shiri. Diana Chu. Dennis Jun Yi Chong. Thomas Cohen. He'll be hooded by his sister, Dr. Stephanie Lyons, ICO class of 2009. Alexandra Jordan Louise Kuhn. She'll be hooded by her father, Dr. Lynn Kuhn, optometry graduate from 1972. Fridell Daniel. Courtney Dale Dudley. Kristen Zerwa. Jamie Lynn Elmore. She'll be hooded by her mother, Dr. Nancy Wojek, ICO class of 1985. Mariana Coelho Ferraz. Melissa Marie Ford. She'll be hooded by her mother, Dr. Michelle Ford, optometry graduate from 1990. Ellen Nicole Geisen. Amanda K. Gerson. Barjinder Gill. Abigail Lourdes Gonsalves. Seth Gorman. Scott Robert Hacker. Lacey Elizabeth Hainline. John Patrick Hanlon. He'll be hooded by his brother, Dr. Edward Hanlon, ICO class of 2007. Caitlin Joe Haskin. Alexandra Gaspar Hollingshead. Rami Isa. Jordan Edward Jin. Jacqueline Ann Ikalnir Julio. Constantina G. Callis. Kyle Jordan Camachi. Donghyun Kim. Wan Kai Kim. Tanya Coley. Hudson Craker. Agnieszka Kroll. Katie Kar-Yi Kwan. Russell Stephen Lake. Joshua Shane Leonard. Selena Nicole Lewis. Vivian Lee. Winnie Wan Yi Lee. Teresa Luong. Michelle Ann Lynch. Joanna Maria Madonna. Ali Maniar. Gregory Mansour. Samina Mashoud. Sheba A. Matthew. Natasha Mellis. Jacqueline Meyer. Esther Moon. Luke Neuenfeld. He'll be hooded by his father, Dr. Richard Neuenfeld, ICO class of 1992. Jackie No. Eleni Nuhakis. Angelica Anna Pahoek. Arjun Patel. Jyoti Hitendra Patel. Krupa Patel. Cynthia Perez Ramirez. Joel Dennis Peterson. Melita Petroskita. Nancy Pisano. Dylan Michael Pyatt. Lillian Margaret Pache, and she'll be hooded by her father, Dr. Sheldon Pache, optometry graduate from 1986. Molly R. Proud. Rosalba Ramirez. Ravinder Randhawa. Thomas Leonard Ruiz. Mohammed Naif Salem. Nazli Samak. Mallory Nicole Scrimger. Chelsea Ann Scriven. Parthi Sethi. Nicole Nancy Beth Sheffer. Peter Silman. Claire Louise Starling. She'll be hooded by her mother, Dr. Carol Starling, optometry graduate from 1985. Kei Sugahara. Susan Sunny. Ayman Tabani. Catherine Wei Lun Tai. Catherine Susanna Mary Thomas. Lena Threya. Carolyn Margaret Totten. Eric Tran. Noon Tran. Shivaranjini Valantho Tukatale. Alicia Rose Wheeler. Morgan Elizabeth Wickman. Lisa Wong. Samantha Elizabeth Wong. Kia Yang. Daniel Yusufzai. Wendy Zen. Please hold your applause a few minutes longer until Dr. Kollop has proclaimed the degree.
Will the candidates please stand? President Kollop, upon recommendation of the faculty, the candidates for the degree Doctor of Optometry have pursued their prescribed studies diligently, have passed all required examinations, and have demonstrated commendable proficiency in the art and science of optometry. Therefore, I recommend that the degree Doctor of Optometry be conferred upon them at this time.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the Illinois College of Optometry and the State of Illinois, I hereby confer the degree to those so named Doctor of Optometry with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations, doctors. There was no way I was going to stop that. That was awesome. Class, please be seated.
As president of the Illinois College of Optometry Alumni Council, and on behalf of our over 8,000 members, I would like to congratulate you on your momentous achievement and welcome you to the Alumni Association. ICO has certainly prepared you with the finest optometric education, and you will leave here today with the tools and expertise to make a profound difference in the lives of each and every one of your patients. As time passes, you will reflect on your years at ICO and realize that the foundation this college has given you is truly invaluable. The 4 years you have spent in ICO's halls and clinics, working, studying, examining, and being examined have been an incredible journey that will remain a significant part of you. May you look to ICO as I do, with a smile and a fondness that guides you back to visit and stay connected, not only with your classmates and friends, but with the many other colleagues you have yet to meet, those who have sat in those seats before you and will do so after you. That is what your Alumni Association is all about. Your education does not stop with your hard-earned diploma that we're celebrating today. This is just the beginning of a lifetime of learning and successes. The Alumni Association is here to assist you in achieving your goals. Please remember that and take it to heart. Your fellow ICO alums wish you all the blessings for a long and prosperous career and are here to support you. Thank you. Congratulations, doctors.